Welcome back to the channel, good friends. Brian from Apex Detail. Today we're going to take a look at two products, the Gtechniq Bug Remover W8 and also the new 3D Ultimate Wash. Today we're working on a C5 Corvette that has bug splatter that's been baked on and has been on there for quite some time, and it's been in storage as well and is quite dirty. Time to freshen it up. The Gtechniq Bug Splatter Remover will be up first. 16 ounces for $13.95. pH neutral, but will go after some of your aged baked on bug splatter and makes light work of removing that splatter without relying on aggressive and caustic ingredients. So let's start up front on the front bumper and also the mirrors with the Bug Splatter Remover W8 from Gtechniq, and then we'll move on to the 3D Ultimate Wash. Spray onto the affected areas and let it soak for 30 to 60 seconds. On a black car like this on a sunny day, I'll let it go for as long as I can until I start to see it drying onto the surface. I'll then grab my pressure washer and rinse thoroughly. Good idea to flush afterwards as well with a mitt and a wash bucket. Fresh bug guts, if you go after it the same day, I would expect it to remove just about everything. But in this case, it's been baked on there for quite some time. I'm just hoping to get some of the grittiness off of there first before we make contact and agitate it. Give me a second. Let me try and speed up the drying process before we have water spots on here with forced air from the air compressor. And as I expected, there are a few spots that are still left. That's pretty much baked into the clear and takes a little bit more effort, but I just wanted to first get as much of the grittiness, the bug shells, or anything that was sticking to the paint away from the surface before I make contact. Another round, same thing, spray it on, let it dwell for a bit. This time we're going to agitate it. I'm going to bring in the wash mitt and a pH neutral shampoo. That did the trick. The bug guts are completely gone, and it's time to move on to the wash process with the 3D Ultimate Wash Shampoo. We'll start with the foam lance, 2 ounces in the reservoir or the canister, and then fill 3/4 of the way up the bottle with warm water. That's just enough for a car this size. And we'll get off some of the grittiness, the dust, and the loose dirt off of here that's collected since it's been in storage. The GLW Series Ultimate Wash is high foaming. They claim it's high powered to get after and lift dirt, grime, and road film without harming surfaces that are protected with PPF or are coated. Has a ton of lubrication, which is one of the main characteristics I look for, besides the strength of the shampoo, being able to remove contaminants and road grime and also road film. Now, I just have an electric power washer. 2000 psi is what I look for when I'm working with coated vehicles and vehicles with paint protection film. And as you can see, plenty of foam, thick, rich foam coming out of a unit that's not very powerful at all. The foam rinses free quickly and easily from the surface. Even if it starts to dry a bit, the water will reactivate it and you can rinse it free. Now, of course, this step is highly debated, the foam or pre-wash step. Even if there's just slight improvement, I'm going to include that into my regiment. That's completely up to you, but it works just fine as something you can add to your foam or pre-wash. So it works great as both a shampoo and in your foam cannon. Depending on the size of your bucket, add 2 to 4 more ounces of the Ultimate Wash, and it dissolves immediately into the water. It will not settle on the bottom in thick ribbons, but dissolves rather quickly, and once you agitate it, turns into nice thick suds in the bucket, and you can kind of feel the lubrication in your hands, or I can even feel it with the gloves on. Mix in your mitts and go have some fun. You've done the pre-wash, so you've gotten as much as the grittiness away from the surface before you bring the wash media to the clear coat and make contact. That should cut down on love marks or swirling over time. As I've mentioned a few times, lubrication is one of the most important things I look for in a shampoo, besides its power to cut through road grime and contaminants. This has plenty of lubrication. The mitt will glide from the front of your car to the rear with just a squeeze of your wash mitt. And this also rinses free from the surface, and with a dark car like this in direct sunlight on a nice day, it's going to start to dry. Don't worry, you don't have to rush. Just wet it again, that'll reactivate it, and rinse it free. Decent results. I'm satisfied. By the way, guys, this video is brought to you by Blue Collar 4 and Blue Collar 5. That is the window sealant and coating from the Blue Collar Protectant and Coating line. Now on sale for a special price. The link will be down below. As for these two products, I will go ahead and give them a 7 out of 10.